Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to Istanbul in July 2025. Today what I'm going to do is just take a look at the prices in restaurants and so on. All this hype about Turkish inflation, etc. and how bad is it actually? Let's take a look. We've been here 4 or 5 times now over the last 6 years, so several visits, and I'll be able to give you an idea of what the prices are actually like. So we're actually in the heart of Sultanahmet. We started off just in front of the Topkapi Palace, and just walking past the Hagia Sophia there and towards the Blue Mosque. You can just see the minarets off in the distance there. This probably is the most expensive corner of Istanbul, full stop. Yeah. The most touristy and therefore the most expensive. But even year on year, it's probably a good idea to compare the prices and see what they're actually like now. Okay, here's a good starting point. Glass of fruit juice, if you can make it out from the little signs here. Okay, so this is just a street stall in Sultanahmet Square, Sultanahmet Medani as they call it, and oh goodness, a glass of lemonade, which in 2019 was 7 lira, so it was about $1, and now it's gone up to, on equivalent, the exchange rate today is around 47, 48 I think. So that's over $2 for a glass of lemonade. Burgers and things, 270 lira, so put that into your own currency, so it's just over $5.50, etc. And other fruit juices, mandarins, orange juice. Ooh, now that's interesting. That's a sign of how quickly prices change around here. The prices actually crossed out, so they can keep up with inflation. I've seen that in quite a few places actually. And normal orange juice 180 lira, watermelon 200 lira, and a box of watermelon, which actually looks delicious, looks very ripe and sweet, 200 lira. And there you are, the square in front of the Hagia Sophia. Well, actually, it's sort of between the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. So you're looking at all the prices for the juices, just for a glass of fruit juice. You're looking at about $4. Dollars and euros are close enough, so you're looking at four and a half. And there's a famous kumpir. All right, so basically a giant baked potato, jacket potato, with everything inside. You can put in it whatever you like, and lots of choices. Cheeses, olives, meats, vegetables, sauces. Look at the size of that. Okay. And so it says $3.50 for eat-in and $3.30 takeaway. It's actually very sizable potato, that. So you're looking at what average €7 for that. €7, $7 give or take. And there's your Hagia Sophia, Sultanahmet Medani, and there's the Blue Mosque. Right, we'll walk off in that direction. There's a cafe there that we cafe restaurant that we often visit. We'll see what the prices are like this year. I hope this recording comes out all right. I'll be honest with you, it's the first time I've walked around talking. Bit of a new experience and a new endeavor. Let's see how it comes out when I review the footage. Absolutely stunning place. This is why we always come back to Istanbul year after year. You just can't beat the views. Just 3 days ago, this square was almost empty. And as of the time of recording, I think all the tourists have arrived. Okay. Chestnuts are sold by the gram. So you can see 100 grams, 80 liras, 125 grams, 100 liras, and so on. And corn on the cob, right? You can have it fresh steamed or boiled or charred, and 50 lira. So about a dollar and a bit, or euro and a bit. When we first came to Istanbul in 2019-ish, simit was 2 lira, 3 lira, about 40 pence, 30 pence. And now it's up to 20 lira. So not huge difference, still doubled in price. Over there, to the right, you've got the tomb of Sultanahmet, the chap that commissioned the Blue Mosque, which is also known as the Sultanahmet Jami, the Sultanahmet Masjid Mosque. And this whole square was his doing, this side of it, and it is absolutely magnificent. All right, let's get back to our prices. Let's see what they're doing here. Water is 25 lira, that is.
Ice cream, good
And
kebab.
here's a
Hello, sir. Welcome.
So,
Excellent.
alaikum salam. All right, let's take a look at these prices here. So just there, doner durum, so beef doner wrap, right? Beef doner roll or sandwich, 75 grams, which is actually less than the portions outside. And it's 350 lira, so call it roughly 7 euro, 8 euro, something in that region. And a plate, so it's a portion. And I think they serve it with a bit of rice, bread, bit of salad, etc. 550, so that's over 11 lira. And even 2 years ago, it used to be probably half of that. And so they've got salads and so on and so forth. So this is probably the main thing to look at. Let's see. Braised meat, so that's like a casserole. Okay, that one there. And 1,000 lira. So 20, 22 euros, dollars, and so on. And don't bother with the pasta. Seriously, that just isn't worth it. Right, this one looks alright, for example, that one there. And plate of doner. Now here's a strange thing. Over here, it says 550 plate, and then with rice, it's 50 extra. So any which way they can get a little extra out of you. Watch out for that. Generally all good. The food is actually good. Portions are smaller than you might expect. And so on average, if you look at all these prices here, it's probably somewhere between 8 euros up to as much as you want, really. Right, let's carry on. I usually always come back to this place, the Dervish Cafe in Sultanahmet Square, for a coffee. Sit under the trees and enjoy a coffee or a cold drink. Absolutely brilliant. I actually decided to stop in the shade, grab a seat, and enjoy a cup of coffee. I just love this cafe. A little overpriced compared to other parts of Istanbul, but it's worth it. The breeze on a hot day like this in here is absolutely refreshing. It really is. Beautiful place to sit for a little while. So I'll take a break and I'll get to my price hunting in a bit. I thought I'd just share the coffee with you. And it's out of a machine, right? One of those automatic machines, not even handmade. It's okay. It'll do as a cappuccino goes. But it's 160 lira, so that's $3.5, €3.5 in that region. And like I said, it's not barista made or etc. And that's what you'll get in most places that offer a coffee. Very few places actually hand make their coffees. Specialist coffee shops only. But that's what's to expect if you actually order a coffee in an average cafe or restaurant, etc. Okay, I've had my dose of caffeine and I'm stopping specially to listen to something a little different. It's the call to prayer for the midday prayer. And the really impressive thing is they are coordinating the call to prayer between the Hagia Sophia there and the Blue Mosque over there. So the standard call to prayer is actually being shared. So each mosque is doing its sort of one line and then the other mosque chimes in. Exactly like that. All right. Back to work. Walk through Sultanahmet Square and head to the other side over there, which I think is called Alamdar. And there are plenty of eateries and restaurants over there. And I noticed some prices that I want to share with you. Give you a better idea. That, as I mentioned, is the tomb of Sultanahmet, I think Sultanahmet II, and free to enter, always quite busy. You know what? I've never actually been in here, so I wonder, should I have a little peek? Save that for another day. Let's go prices hunting. This is a famous hippodrome, once used for chariot racing, in the time of Emperor Justinian. And believe it or not, it's the site of a massacre when there was a civil uprising during his reign, the equivalent of a Colosseum here. There was an uprising during his reign, and he had all the rebels, if you like, gathered here on the pretext of a big chariot race. And if I read my history correctly, many years ago, I think he had several tens of thousands, 10, 20, 30,000 massacred here to put down the revolt. Right, so a lot of hidden history. Okay. Sultanahmet tram stop is just over there. We'll check out those prices in a bit. And this hole in the wall, a lot of people walk past without realizing, is famous Hafiz Mustafa dessert shop and puddings and so on. Baklava, Turkish delight. And one thing I recommend very highly are these puddings over here. Hoş bulduk. Teşekkürler. And these puddings are absolutely to die for. Delicious. They're now at 380 liras. Last year they were 250. Just shows the level of inflation. All right, here we are. This is the little road. Absolutely chocker with food places. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Burgers. All right, so that's 700 lira. Okay. And what's more traditional? Oh, tram. Okay, kebabs, the more traditional stuff. You're looking at average prices for an adana kebab, single, 800.
When lunch?
Not just yet, later on, inshallah. Thank you. Your menu looks impressive. Just doing a little video of that. And you got beef and lamb. I suppose that's sheesh, right there. And that's 1,300 lira. So well over 25, almost $30. And steaks and things hit 1,500, 1,800, etc. More traditional Ottoman, Anatolian food. Again, you're looking at 1,250, averaging around 1,250. Right, so again, convert that to whichever currency is most convenient for you, euros, dollars, etc. Now this one place struck me as a bit more reasonable, and all the pictures look really impressive, but let's look at the prices on the menu. Right, so chicken skewer, 600 Turkish lira. Oh, and the one that everybody goes for because of the show, testi kebab, the one in the clay pot, and they sort of open it up in front of you. 900 for chicken, and 1,200 for the beef. Right?
Forget the rest.
And yeah, there we go.
We do the best of the best.
And the dirham here, 350, 500. So a wrap, doner wrap, okay. A doner in a bun, 350, again 500. Depending on what size you want, etc. And then salads and things. Right, so that's probably the most reasonable one. Best, it's called. Worth checking that out if you're in this area. And now here's a really, really high-end eatery, very fancy. I think it probably presents itself as something 5-star-ish. And hot starters are in the range of 400 up to 600, something like that. The same as a full meal some other places, and main dishes and steaks. Your starting kebab is 990 lira, and a slow cooked beef rib 3,500 lira, although that actually is for 2 people, and it's like 1.5 kilos uncooked weight, it says. Looks amazing, and so you're looking at about 1,500 lira for a main dish in that one. If you're looking for a fancy evening out, then that's not a bad idea as a treat, I suppose. And eateries everywhere. Okay, the one that I want to share with you is the Kaldi coffee. Right, this cafe. One of my favorites over here, proper artisan coffee, but prices have more than doubled since last year. The other day we got a cappuccino, a fruit smoothie, and a small cake, albeit delicious, Dubai cake, and the bill came to £22 for 3 items. And so what, $26, $27? So prices in that place really have gone up. You wouldn't pay that much anywhere in Europe. All right, here's another one. Galean, looks a little upmarket. And again, prices are for kebabs starting at around 800-900, going up to as much as 1,800 liras. So everything along this road tends to be a little bit on the pricier side compared to other places. Enjoy restaurant, just to show you again. Same thing, Turkish cuisine, and you're looking up from 800-900 upwards, and there's a mixed grill for 2 people, 3,500 lira. That's close on 70 euros. Okay. Now we're getting more into the back streets, although I think the prices remain just about the same. Okay. And we're going to head this way. Alright, this menu's actually got prices on it. So many of these don't have prices. No, I'm just looking. Thank you. This one. Yeah, thank you very much. There you go. So dirhams, wraps, etc., pizzas, all looking at around 400-500.
Way cheaper price.
Well, it's about the same. Yeah. It is very expensive. I know. That's great. Thank you very much. Teşekkürler. Teşekkür ederim. Pleasant chap. Didn't try and force me to eat something. Ottoman kitchen, it says. Karadeniz. So the Black Sea Ottoman kitchen. And yep, same again. Salads. 400 lira-ish, give or take 50. And kebabs, 500-600, up to again 1,200, and mixed kebab 1,500, etc. Much of a muchness. Prices are about the same. Right. Let's see. A big bottle of water. 40 lira. That's reasonable. 2 liters of water for 40 lira. And fizzy drinks, canned fruit drinks, etc. You're averaging about 50, 60, 70 lira. All right. Okay, that one's about to leave, so I'm not going to cross. Trams here are very efficient, at least during the day, and quite reasonably priced. You get just about anywhere on these things. If you need to exchange money, I'll show you some rates as of today, which is middle of July, 15th of July, 2025 that is. And okay, one more place. This lokanta, homemade food it says. We've actually eaten that before, and there's some takeaway prices. Right. So if you get a portion, so a plate is about 400, and goes up depending on your choices and whatever. So you could get a wrap for as little as 340, a chicken wrap, and up to 500, 600, 650, etc. Like decent, but I can't vouch for the portions. And yeah, sorry about the flicker. These are actually very good. These are lokantas, ready-made, home-cooked food. You can see all fresh and very decent. Kebab plate, 800, 1100. A sandwich, 400. And meat fajita, for example, there.
Assalamu alaikum.
Brother, can I ask you?
Yeah.
For example, for the sarai kebab, how much is that in a portion?
Portion like this one.
Yeah.
This one, got the vegetables and beef and mashed potato and cheese.
I know, sarai kebab I know. Many times we come eat. How much is it now?
The price?
Yeah.
410 dirhams, sir.
410.
410.
And rice?
Price 120 dirhams extra.
120 extra. Right, okay. Not so much as before. And patli chan kebab there, yeah?
Yeah.
How much is that one?
One skewer, 600 dirham.
600, right. And the lamb shank?
Lamb shank is one of this with potatoes and with water together. 790.
790. All right, great. Thank you very much. Çok teşekkür. All right, that gives you an idea. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show, exchange rates. All right, so the exchanges around here at main Sultanahmet, just make a reference of that. The pound is at 52.2 and euro 45.2 and the dollar at 39, almost bang on. Yeah, and if we walk up a little further, the rates actually get better. Okay, there's your Sultanahmet McDonald's. All right, and for reference, a Big Mac meal costs around 300 and something. Let's just take a quick peek. You're averaging around 350. A double quarter pounder menu is 420, and the double Big Mac 415. Normal Big Mac, you're looking at 335. As you walk around anywhere in this area, it's just like block after block, full of magnificent architecture, stunning sights. Okay, that short walk, just a few minutes, brings us to Çemberlitaş. Because there's some eateries around here that I wanted to share with you. But first, let me see if I can find a money exchange, currency exchange. And the strange thing is, the further you walk towards the Grand Bazaar, the exchanges all improve in their rates. The ones at Sultanahmet are a full lira less than the ones at Grand Bazaar, whichever currency you're talking about, euros, dollars, pounds. And let's take a look at these prices here. Merhaba.
There is a roof also.
Yes, I know. Teşekkürler. Alright, so kebabs and so on. And again here, Adana kebab, 550. Yes.
You know actually.
Yeah, we've been many times.
Wow.
Thank you.
Plus pleasure.
Thank you very much. Alright, so again, 450 up to 550, 600. Teşekkürler kardeş. You can actually save yourself 27 lira on the tram and just take literally a 7 or 8 minute walk along a very pleasant road and come to the Grand Bazaar yourself and enjoy the sights on the way. And those little hidden gates and things, well worth exploring, all right? They've got such beautiful little courtyards and shaded areas in there. Okay, there's one place on the way that I really want to share with you. It's completely hidden. You wouldn't know it's there. And the question is, can I find it again? Yep, I think I see it. Okay. Right, check this currency exchange. So there we go. The other one was 52.2-ish, and here you've got pounds at 53.2, and the dollar 39.8, and the euro at 46.4. So already a little better than the one in Sultanahmet. So do pick and choose when you exchange any currency if you need to. You're going to need, some places you're going to need a little local money. Just about everywhere takes contactless cards, foreign debit cards, credit cards, etc. They're very well geared up for that, but it's worth having some liras in your pocket as a backup for, you know, the odd small purchase. Okay, let's see if I can get across here. Right. Okay, this is the place that I was looking for. I think it's just adjoining the Grand Bazaar. You can go down that alleyway and find your way in there. This is it. Here we go. And what is it? Cholulu Ali Pasha Mosque and Madrasa. So like a school in the old days. And you're actually entering through a cemetery. Sorry not to film it. It's a cemetery behind there. And these are the delights of Istanbul. I don't think this place has changed in maybe a couple of 100 years. The obligatory chai and shisha, etc. I might actually pause here for a minute. So much character. Stunning place. You can imagine how it must have been in centuries gone by. The very character of Istanbul, old Istanbul. I wish I could share the smells and the smokiness from the shisha in there. It really is atmospheric. Not sure I'd join in, but Yeah, little corners like that, these little archways and small doors. Don't just walk past them. Have a peek inside and see what you find. That's another one with some handicraft shops and a mosque in there. All right, take a moment, take a look. Just listen to that. The sounds and noise just dropped away. Tranquil and beautiful. A little mosque over there. And place for the ritual washing, wudu it's called, before prayers. And handicraft. Okay. Now we're approaching the Grand Bazaar. If you do fancy a Burger King, then this is the one to come to, all right? Just opposite the Grand Bazaar. This one, they actually serve food. They do actually serve their customers. And you might not be able to make it out unless you zoom in on the video. Way off in the distance there, that alley, that road rather, goes all the way down the hill and meets the Sea of Marmara down at the bottom. I think there's an area called Aksaray. Okay, back to work.
Hello, yes, my friend. T-shirt, jacket, tracksuit.
All right, here's another money exchange. It appears to be the same as the one we just saw. Let's see what they don't publish the pound rate, it seems. Oh, hang on, is it there? Yes it is, 53.2, exactly the same as the one across the road that we just saw. And places to get SIMs if you need them. And there's a empty machine. When we first came to Istanbul, this place, and I highly recommend it, serves the best fresh orange juice and lemonade, limonata. So small and large, 30 lira to 50 lira for the lemonade, and the fresh orange juice, 60 to 100. In 2019, we had a glass of that was 7 lira. All right, believe it or not, 7 lira, which at that time was about a pound. Let's call it a pound. And now it's gone up to what? A pound and a bit. So the large is a pound and £3. So let's say £1.50, £1.60, etc. So almost $2. In fact, it is $2, more than $2. So there you go. In six years, prices have more than doubled. All right, now let's see if we can do this to show you the prices on the Istanbul card. All right, language, English, and if you want to buy an Istanbul card, 165. All right. 6 years ago it was 25. Last year, believe it or not, it was 75, I think. And then you get travel passes and so on. But if you're moving around a lot, get a Istanbul card and watch out, right? The contactless payment things don't always work, all right? So just check which one you're using. And if you put cash in here, another thing to watch out for, let's say you put a 200 lira note in there, the extra 35, you won't get any change. It goes straight onto your card, all right? And then to top up, all right, go back here, all right, click on that, sorry, that one there, all right, and put your card here and follow the instructions in English, all right? Again, contactless or your Turkish notes, all right? So 165 for an Istanbul card, and for any journey, you can use it for, I think it's up to 5 people. All right, so several people can share a card. You don't need a card each. So make sure you don't waste your money getting individual cards. And the tram journey now, as of yesterday when I tried it, was 27 lira. Okay, doesn't matter how far you go. Hopping on a tram, whatever your journey, is 27. So make sure you're topped up with that. All right, let's see what the prices are here. Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler. All right, now this is something I wanted to show you. Watch out for this kind of stuff where they don't put prices on the menu. Or rather, they don't display it externally. That's one of the signs of things changing so fast. So they don't want to risk being committed to a price if things change so much. Merhaba.
Yes, sir.
Just looking at the menu.
Yes, hot,
Thank you.
hot.
Thank
Please
you.
come.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. What about the kebabs?
Kebab.
Yep. Pide. How much is this? 620. Okay. Oh, okay. That's beautiful. That's karışık, yeah? Karışık ızgara.
No karışık.
Ah, combo for
Yes,
Isa.
karışık ızgara.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Only
This one.
mix ızgara.
It looks good. It looks delicious. Great. So 700, 800 lira. Yeah.
Yes, chicken. Yes, macarona. Yes, chicken kebab.
Many choices. Oh, this is good. Tavuk dona.
Evet,
Porsiyon, yeah?
Yes.
So that's 600. Okay, brilliant. Çok teşekkür ederim. Kardeş. Görüşürüz. Right, so that's actually quite reasonable. Now, one thing I can't vouch for are the portion sizes. That seemed a little bit more reasonable. And that currency exchange place is again about the same. Ooh, 53.9. Oh, 53.4. Okay. That's actually not bad. Okay, make a note of that. I might come back there. And this place is a little less crazy than Sultanahmet main square and all around the Grand Bazaar. I've already done a video previously of the Grand Bazaar inside, so I'm not going to hop in there now. And Seos restaurants, this one, I've tried this one before. Possibly the most expensive and the worst coffee in the whole of Sultanahmet area, Beyazit, whatever you want to call it. It was 7 or 8 euros for a cup of coffee, a cappuccino. That was absolutely disgusting. Oh well, you live and learn. All right, there's one more money exchange that I'm looking for. That one there. All right, if I can see what the rates are, save myself. No, it's exactly the same. It's the other side of the road. It's exactly the same. All right. Maybe I will go across there. Okay. Yeah, same prices. I'm going to take a short moment here. Okay, so I've done my currency stuff. I'll talk about that in a moment. Just want to check these things. Another lokanta. And fish, 600, 550, 600. Rather scanty looking plate of chicken shish, 420. And so on. And then they have the ready cooked food as well.
Yes, please.
So, merhaba. I'm just looking. Thank you. Teşekkürler.
Abi çeksin ya. Hallo Mustafa.
The food looks absolutely amazing. Brother, how much is a portion of the chicken and the rice?
520 meat and rice.
Meat and rice, yes. We tried it last year. Delicious. You were here as well, I think. Yeah, last year. Yeah. And all fresh salads. We've actually tried the food in this place, and it is really good quality. The saray kebab.
Yes,
Yeah?
saray
How
kebab.
much is that for a portion?
400 with mashed
400.
potatoes together.
Yeah, that comes together, yeah. And if you want like rice separately, how much?
Rice 170.
170. Okay, great. maybe in the evening. Teşekkürler. Çok
We
teşekkür.
have kebab.
Yes, yes. My family and we all came and ate a couple of times. Yeah,
We take good price.
that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Çok teşekkür. You too.
Salon, teres. Buyurun.
Turkish food, fish, kebab, pizza.
Averages out to be about the same compared to the one that we saw earlier. Personally, I think the food in this one, what's it called? Fiyatlar Etme, etc. Balinsa restaurant, opposite the Grand Bazaar. All right, the food is really good, fresh, very good quality. Not cheaper than Sultanahmet, but you get very, very good quality, and the portion sizes, that one I can vouch for, are actually very good. And the chicken and rice, although I think that might have been turkey and rice, we tried before. Sorry, just distracted by this beautiful courtyard in there. Again, very understated Ottoman architecture, but beautiful. Very calming courtyards. Alright, let me see if I can get ahead here. Gonna head back to Çemberlitaş, so I'll start again there. There's another one to share with you, getting a SIM card that's temporary. I think they're valid for 30 days usually, and some of them up to 90 days. And price popped up, yeah, 499 Turkish lira. All right, that's the cheapest I've seen so far. Other places have asked for 1200 lira, 1000 lira, etc. But I think 500 is probably the lowest. Maybe that's only 5 GB of data, but should be enough for the average person. But you can go up to 50, as you can see there. Right. Now we're back at Çemberlitaş, which is a one stop in between Sultanahmet and the Grand Bazaar. And off over there, behind the trees, is the Nur Osmaniye complex and square, if you like, and the mosque. Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba. Okay, this is the road that I wanted to go down. A lot of eateries. So right on the corner of the Çemberlitaş station, right, and historic column there. I'm not sure if that's Constantinople's column. Yeah, column of Constantine. All right, skip across and head back down this way. So down this alley, a lot of different styles and levels of eateries. Oh, hang on, have a little peek in there. This is a madrasa, Mehmet Pasha. Wow, 1662. Sorry, just reading the plaque. It's beautiful. Completely detached from the world outside. Amazing. All right, walking down here. Right. Ah, there we go. Bombay masala is the one I was looking for. Strange, they put a menu on display that's actually printed out of focus. So don't blame my camera, it's actually their printing. And let's take an example. Where are we? Lamb biryani, about 850. So what's that? 15, 16 euros, something in that range. So your curries, yeah, chicken and lamb curries, you can't actually tell the prices, believe it or not. I think they're ranging from around 750 up to about 900, right? And we've tried this one. Yeah, the food is delicious. Good portions and very good food. I might actually come in there and do a video of that. And here's another one. Okay, now we get into more reasonable territory. Right. Patlıcan kebab 400. Ah, teşekkürler. And kofta kebabs 350. So that's verging on the more reasonable now. Alright, let's carry on. Pop into this supermarket and see, in case you want to buy some stuff, if you're staying in an Airbnb and you want to get anything there. Let's see what they have. Okay. Prices. Onions, 13 lira per kilo. Tomatoes, 60 lira per kilo. And if you remember, the 2-liter water in Sultanahmet was 40 lira. Over here, it's 17.5 lira, 18 lira, and so on. It was 25 lira for a small bottle of water. Here it's 9 lira. Tea. Okay. See if there's anything we recognize. It's all Turkish teas. All right. Coffee. Let's take a look at the coffee. All right. 380 lira for a medium-sized jar. The big one, 634. So that's actually expensive. Imported coffee. So any imported coffee is actually quite pricey. Wow. All right. It's almost 10, 11 pounds for the large jar. In Europe, that'll average about 6 euros, so it's almost double the price. Okay. Let's check out the milk. Oh, eggs. Let's say that's about 2 euros for 10 eggs. That's probably on par with European prices. Different grades, you've got 69, so this is smaller. 70 lira for 10 eggs. Okay, so that's actually, what have we got here? 15 eggs, 100 lira, let's say. All right, so that's actually not bad. Essentials, all right, toothbrushes, averaging around what, 3 to 5 euros, etc. And this place is very well known, very famous, right? Ortaklar. And the one thing about it though, every time I've come and tried to get a doner wrap or something, they always say, finished. Don't have any left. All right, what a beautiful corner here. Absolutely beautiful. And hotels. There's only a short walk to the Grand Bazaar and lots of eateries. I'll check the prices on that one just to do a comparison. If I don't get run over in the process. Hang on. Right. What do we have? Your kebab wraps, huh? Okay. Doner wraps, 270, 300 lira. Don't know about the portion size, but prices are more reasonable. Merhaba. Yes, I've seen it many times. Every time I come at night, they say doner finished.
Yeah.
So
Today
I'll
we
try.
have dinner.
Now you do, but not at night. I'll see. I'll try again, inshallah.
Okay.
Right.
You can watch
so-
inside if you want.
Ah, no, thank you. Let's just do a little thing.
There.
I've seen there before.
Come.
No. Ah. Yes. That's good quality. The meat looks really good. Okay. Can I take? Yeah. Thank you. Merhaba. Ah.
big chef.
Big chef.
Yeah, master chef.
Merhaba.
He's making lahmacun spicy.
Yes.
Turkish pizza. Lahmacun.
Pizza, Turkish pizza. We like pide and lahmacun, very good. Oh. Çok teşekkürler. Very hot, yeah?
Yeah.
Everything's fresh, ready. Yes. Brilliant. You know hot? Oh no, him. I'm doing the same. Thank you so much for inviting me in.
Thank you.
Right? I just couldn't resist stopping for a break. So lovely and shady here. In the middle of the day, this is perfect. Right, and the coffee here, proper barista coffee it appears, is 180 lira. So that's €3.50, something like that. All right, so reasonable European prices. Right, that is definitely a better cup of coffee. Proper barista-made coffee, this one. And as I said earlier, it's 180 lira. So quite reasonable for a good quality cappuccino. First one so far, actually. All right, that's one that we've actually tried, the yabaca. And it's very kind of like homemade kind of meals. And one of the decent things that they do is like a pita or a durum wrap. And you might not be able to see it from here. If I can cross the road, I'll show you. We've tried theirs, and it's actually quite decent. So, for example, 300 lira for a pide and ayran takeaway. And prices here, chicken wings, chicken doner plate, etc. And you can get a chicken wrap for 170, which was actually quite decent. If you get a couple of those, €6, €7, something like that. Actually quite filling. Not the biggest serving of food ever, but quite decent. Right. So if you fancy a break from kebabs, they've changed their name. Used to be called Esoyhan, and now they apparently Changcheng. Okay, fair enough. Hot and sour soup, 280. It's all the soups in the region of 280, 250. I'm not sure you'd have a salad in a thing. All right, what have we got? Seafoods. Okay, there we go. So a serving. Looks great on the menu. All right, so anything from 1,200, right? The cheapest is 850, averaging 1,200, and can get pricier. And main courses. So lamb with green onion, beef with fresh mushroom, oyster sauce, sweet and sour beef. Oh, haven't come across that before. Boiled beef, sweet sauce chicken, sweet and sour chicken. So in the range of about 700 up to 900-ish. And vegetable dishes ranging around, let's say 360 up to 500-ish. And so on. Rices, fried rice, spring rolls, etc. Any accompaniments to your meal, right? That sort of thing. Again, around 400. And fried ice cream, 290. That's an interesting one. All right, so if you fancy a change from kebabs, if you have too many kebabs, then this is worth trying. The food in there is very authentic Chinese and very good quality. That seems to be a bit of a trend. I don't know if you can zoom in on this. There's Korean and Chinese. That's actually a new restaurant, and right next to the Sabah Hotel. All right, and where we are is the southern end of the Hippodrome, Okay, we started off at the northern end and we're back at the southern end now. Wow. I wonder if these places have been touched in over a century. Look at that. Authentic Sultanahmet. What have they got? Oh, that's a very reasonable prices on this. Merhaba.
Merhaba abi.
We've got chicken sandwich, chicken 200, and lamb or beef 280, 380, etc. Very reasonable. Teşekkürler.
Güle güle.
That was actually very reasonable for Backstreet, and just 5 minutes away from the chaos of the tourist corners. Şerbethane. Literally translated, sherbet place, place of sherbets. This is the Arasta Bazaar. It's the other end is adjoining the Blue Mosque. Handicrafts, carpets, towels. We've bought things here before actually, and yeah, they're definitely intended for tourists. But a colourful, characterful walk. Ah, this is one of the things that I love about Istanbul handicraft. If you can see those through the reflection, right? Chess pieces, beautifully crafted, stunning. There you go. It's the Arasta Bazaar. A shortcut to Sultanahmet Mosque, so the Blue Mosque, through there, and through here, back to our hotel area. Just as an example, they don't have it out here, but this shop charges 60 lira for Coke, Coke Zero, that sort of thing. And the shop opposite our hotel charges 40. So it just shows the kind of price differences. And you've got to be a bit savvy about looking around and seeing what's available and where. There's a money exchange here, and just to show you the difference, the one in Grand Bazaar was for £1, 53.3, and over here the pound is 51.1, let's say, yeah. So 2 lira, 2.2 lira difference in the rate. So just make sure you look around before you change currency and stuff. This is the Antique Turquoise restaurant, yeah, pub and restaurant. And the food's here. You can look, grills, adana kebab, it's $5.90. Meat doner, $7.50. You got lots of fish, right, lots of seafood, and averaging around 800 up to 1300. Steaks, pastas, etc. So the average price for a meal here, you're looking at about 700-800, and then if you add on drinks and things, so what's that, 16-17 euros per person? It's under 20 euros. All right, so well worth trying, and it's on Kapali Çarsi, yeah, amongst all this. And so do try. And that's Ramazan Bey, yeah?
Ramazan, yes.
Thank you so much. Teşekkürler. Huh? Görüşürüz. Salam. And this is the hotel we're staying at, Byzantium. And they have a rooftop restaurant that serves some very fancy food. All right, and you can see from here salads avocado, Caesar, caprese, smoked salmon, all right, 700-800 for a starter. Pasta plates, which I know are very good. All right, linguine di mare, 980. And then you got the kebabs and grills. You know, not unusually expensive. And I know they're very good quality. I've seen the food. So 800, 900, 1,000 lira in that region. So this is actually quite fine dining, relatively speaking. And this one's good, I know. Yeah, the chicken parmigiana, 750. Traditional Ottoman dishes, lamb shank, right, tagine. Well, that's not very Ottoman. Iskender kebab, and all of those in the, let's say, averaging 1,200 lira. Seafood, again, 1,000 to 1,200. Right, plenty of choice. Some very fancy dishes here. 4,500 lira for a mixed seafood platter for 2 people. Steaks, and they get very expensive very quickly. The average one here, 14 to 1,500 lira. And this is the one to watch out for, Chateaubriand, for 2 people, 8,000 lira. What's that, 160 pounds? Wow. Anyway, that's a good place to sign off, with possibly the most expensive dish I've seen in my walkabout. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, and hope that's been informative, as well as just walking around seeing the sights. And this, in my opinion, is one of the best hotels in this area, in Sultanahmet, the Byzantine Hotel. Join me next time. We'll do more walking around, and thanks for watching.